welcome back to my channel, and today is Tuesday, which means one thing. We're here to talk about sex. Yeah, I have an itch. So today's topic is all about contraceptions and obviously questions surrounding contraceptive and general asked questions or thought about questions. So it's mainly, I reckon, for people that aren't very knowledgeable on this topic. So for the younger generation, maybe you're just finding yourself, maybe you're just about to start getting into a sexual relationship and you just want a little bit more information, but you don't want to ask anybody. You don't want to talk to your parents about it, or if you've got no brothers and sisters, this is why I'm here. So I'm just going to give you a lowdown on all different types of contraceptive, general questions, and I'm just going to fill you with knowledge. So before I get into it, if you wouldn't mind giving this video a big thumbs up for me and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do upload Sex Talk Tuesdays every other Tuesday. I haven't missed one yet, so thanks. So yes, so we'll get straight into it. Contraceptions, there's lots of different types. I hope I haven't missed any out. You know how forgetful I can be. So first, there's condoms. They're the more generic contraceptive that everybody knows about, talks about, etc. It's more openly spoke about, condoms. Then we've got the depot injection, which is an injection you have in your bottom, and it stops you getting pregnant. Yeah, but once every 3 months. Then there is the pill. I think most people know what the pill is. The implant, which is a small little rod that they pop into your arm, and I haven't had that. I will talk about what I have, what I haven't had, and my symptoms as well, just in case you're interested. So the implant, the coil, which is an insertable device, it's not phone, but it's insertable. Females get it inserted. A lot of these things annoy me because it's mainly women that have to either have these things in them, put up them, or they have to have them orally. Men have nothing. Do you know what I mean? Men have condoms and they moan about it. It's rather annoying, I find. Women have to go through all the bullshit. Where was I? Implant, coil, the femidom, which is basically like a female version of a condom. It goes inside a woman. It's like stops. It's like a little cup thing. It stops the sperms getting in. There is, I think I'm nearly done. I think the last one is very controversial. It's the pull-out method, and we'll talk about that as well later. So I'll go through them. Condoms, depot injection, the pill, the implant, the coil, the femidom, and pull-out. I think I've covered them all. If I haven't, I do apologise. Off the top of my head, that's what I can remember. So condoms are the only ones that prevent and protect against STDs and STIs. All the others don't. So condoms are the safest bet, especially if you're with a new partner or you're a virgin and just starting out into your sexual journey. Condoms are the better option as it stops you getting like chlamydia and gonorrhea and all that dirty stuff that you can catch from somebody else who hasn't been protecting themselves. So condoms are safer and easier, I guess. All the contraceptive listed that I've mentioned are not 100% effective. They do put it on the box, friends moment, they do. I'm sure it's like 98.9 or 99.1. There's a very slight chance of still being able to get pregnant, but the rates are like high rates, you know what I mean? It's like in the 90s, so it's better than nothing. So yeah, I think that's the basics covered. So where to get them? If you've got this question popping about in your head, where do I get them? I'm going to help you. So condoms can be bought anywhere and everywhere, literally. You can go to the co-op, you can go to Boots, you can go to Superdrug. I'm not sure about corner shops. I think they might have them. Spars, Tesco, Sainsbury's, Morrison's, they all sell condoms. They are quite expensive. I done my research and they are rather expensive. I think they're like £3.56 for a pack of 3 or something, and they go up from there. It's quite expensive, but if that's a precaution you need to take and you don't want to be pregnant and you don't want to have a disease, then you go ahead and save your pennies. I think also you can get them for free from like sexual health clinics. I'm not sure whether they still have them or not. I remember they did in my little town. They used to have one. They used to give you little packs of condoms and lubes and stuff. I'm not sure whether they do or not. I think maybe if you go to the doctors and I think they might give them. I'm not too sure, but I know if you go on Google and type in sexual health clinics and then in your area, they will list them of where you can go and get yourself checked out and get free condoms and stuff. They also do like screenings and checks and stuff in case you think you might have got chlamydia or something else, just like peeing in a cup. So you can get them for free as well from them sort of places. Everything else pretty much you have to go to the doctors for. So you have to be prescribed the pill, you have to be prescribed, I think, no, you don't get prescription for the coil, they just put it in. Yeah, you go to the doctors for those sorts of things. If you're embarrassed, like if you're a younger girl, I think you can keep it confidential. I mean, when I first went on the pill, it was because of my period pain, so it does help against that. So if you're struggling with periods, go to the doctors and they'll put you on a contraceptive there and then. You don't have to go say, I want to have sex, put this in me. You can go and talk about who got any other problems. Don't use it as an excuse though, because the doctors need to know a lot about you and it is quite a personal journey. Some contraceptives help with more than just unwanted pregnancies. Like we just stated, they help with bad periods, like if you have really bad heavy periods or you have the pain. Personally, I'm going to go into my own story as well. I had a bad experience with contraceptives itself. I have tried the depot injection. I had that and it really messed me up. Parts of my womb started to fall out in big clumps. I had really bad periods. It didn't agree with me now. A lot of these things that you go to the doctors for, it's very hit and miss. So just because it didn't work for me doesn't mean it's not going to work for you, but my experience, I didn't get on with that. Also, I've been on every type of pill going, every single pill possible. I've tried the mini pill, which is a non-stop pill. You can take that, you don't have a break from it. That one, I was okay for about a year, and then it started to mess me up and I couldn't stop bleeding for about 5 to 6 weeks. I've tried the normal pill, and that didn't work. It made my periods worse. Everything's hit and miss, but you might be one of the lucky ones. I might be unlucky. But yeah, it didn't really work for me, and the implant frightens me because you can't take it out yourself. If you have it in your arm, it's like surgically put in, and if you have like a bad reaction to it, you can't get it out. You can't stop the dosage, you can't stop it. It's in your arm, so you have to go to the doctors, and they can be a bit funny about taking it out. They like to keep it in for 3 months, I think, before they take it out, even if you have problems. I don't like that. I like to be in control, and knowing my body, it wouldn't mess up. It's the same with the coil that's inserted. If anything did go wrong, I couldn't take that out, so it frightens me. So I'm like out of options. So that is basically my little story. I've tried a lot of things. Just talk to your friends if they've been on things. See how they've got on. So I'm just going to move on to another question. Does the boy need to buy the condoms? They don't need to buy the condoms. They probably should buy the condoms to be prepared, okay? But if you think you might be getting to that stage in your relationship where you might be having sex, then go buy some condoms, put them in your drawer, put them in a safe place, just be prepared. If he hasn't got any, you're prepared. It shows you've thought it through, you're very organised, respectful, and very into the guy, obviously. If you're going to buy condoms, you want to have sex with him. Yeah, just get some ready, just in case. Guys should buy them. So if there is any guys watching, you should have them on you. Be responsible. Respect your girlfriend. What if he doesn't want to use a condom? If you're not on any other contraceptive and he will not use a condom, this is the issue. No love, no glove. That's how it works. All the other way around. I think it's the other way around. No glove, no love. That's it. What is the other one? There is another one. I love these little things. What is it? I can't remember. There is another phrase. No, I can't. There's some good ones. But yeah, if he does say, I'm not having sex, I'm not wearing a condom, just say, look, sorry, but I'm not getting pregnant with your dumb ass. I don't want to catch your diseases. I don't know what you've got. And just don't feel pressured. It's your body and you're in control of it. If you don't want to have sex, unprotected sex, then don't. He's not worth it. End of the day, if he's a prick about it and he won't wear one, he's not worth your vagina at the end. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't feel like you have to. If he starts storming about, if he gets in a huff about it, then he's a douche at the end of the day, and you shouldn't be having sex with somebody like that. He has no respect whatsoever for you. So yeah, it's quite a good test actually. Put a condom on, boy. If he says no, tell him to get out the room. No glove, no love. Just make sure you get it the right way around, unlike me. I am blonde after all. Okay, can I get pregnant still? So as I mentioned earlier, yes, you can still get pregnant, but the risk isn't as high. It's like, I swear it's like 98.9 or something like that. It's in the 90s, from like 95% up to 100% effective. They do tell you all this if you go to the doctors, and on the condom packet it will also state that, but the chances are like very slim of getting pregnant, but there is still a chance. As my mother would say, keep your legs shut. Yeah, she still says that right like now. Yeah, so yeah, just be careful. Sometimes condoms can rip and split, and if you're quite vigorous in the sack, so there is always a risk. There always is a risk. But that's just life, isn't it? It's risky. Does sex feel weird using a condom? Well, I'm going to go through all the contraceptive. Condoms, yes, it does feel weird. For the guy especially, it decreases the sensitivity, and they might say it's rubbish. It feels like going in the bath with your wellies on. That's because they can't feel everything. So they can feel that there's something around their penis, but they can't feel its wetness. They can't feel like the ridges as much. Everything is like very dulled down and it's like dry. I understand for a guy it must be terrible, but it's sex at the end of the day. If that's your only way of having sex, then you're going to take it, aren't you? But yeah, it does feel different for a guy. For a girl, for me personally, it feels like having sex with a carrier bag on the end of it. So, this is I shouldn't really... Feels weird to me. I don't know whether that's because the condoms have always been wrong fitted or because they're the wrong size, if it's not been put on right. I would tell you all about putting one on, but I would need a sort of cucumber, a banana or something, and I don't know whether my video would get flagged for that. There is a way of putting a condom on correctly. You just have to make sure it's the right way around, by which way the tip is pointed. You have to always hold on to the tip so that the air's still in there and roll it down. It's a lot of this motion. I'm getting right off track as always. So yeah, condoms do feel a little bit weird, but it's not the worst feeling in the world. It doesn't hurt. It just feels different, but the more you do it, the more your body get used to it. At the end of the day, that's how it works. Everything else, pretty much no. I've heard internal contraceptives, so like the coil and the femidom, sometimes it can feel a little bit weird, like, I don't know, I can imagine it feels a little bit strange, but again, your body gets used to it. Personally, I've never had the coil, I've never used a femidom, so I can't tell you personally, but I have asked one of my sisters who has the coil, and she asked her boyfriend if he could feel it, and he says, I think she said he did one time, just once, but every time else it's been fine. But it just can feel a little bit different, I suppose, at the beginning. But it'll all calm down. It'll all calm down eventually when it's settled into your body and you've got sort of adjusted to it. Weight gain. Can I gain weight? Condoms? No, absolutely not. The depot injection. Sorry, I've got like a burp stuck. If you, pardon me, you're a dirty pig. The depot injection, I've been on that myself, and also one of my other sisters has been on that. That is known to put weight on. I don't know if I did. I think I lost weight on it. It could go either way, to be fair. More than likely, you will put weight on with the depot injection. My sister put on 6 stone with it. She will never go on it again. She hated it. I think I lost weight with it, but I'm not sure. I can't remember. There's loads of side effects for all the contraceptives. There's so many. Like, condoms is the easiest and safest way to go. But if you are on contraceptive for, there's a fly around me, for like your health, like for your periods and stuff, just read up on the side effects. You'll not get them all. If you're lucky, you'll not get none of them. So depot injection, very likely. The pill is possible. I gained weight with the pill. Very gradually though, it weren't like an fluctuation of weight, it was just a gradual increase. But they do say usually your body gets used to it, like the side effects, and within 2 to 3 months everything sort of settles down and evens itself out. It's just the new part of getting the pill into your body and everything is like a kickstart, do you know what I mean, to putting weight on. But there is all sorts of headaches, there's all sorts of side effects. I got headaches with certain things. I got weird bleeding and stuff. Everything is different and everybody is different with the side effects. If you do start a contraceptive and you have an issue with it, go back to the doctors, tell them, and they will either change it or tell you to come off it altogether. Don't suffer alone and don't put up with it. I've had some terrible experiences. I'm going to talk to you a little bit now about the pull-out method, and then I'm going. I get so thirsty doing these videos. I should have like a drink with me. Wait there. That's better. How many calories are in this? That's not bad. That's alright. So, pull out. Okay, this is... There's a new TV advert out. And it says something like, pull out is not effective. It can be effective if done right. No protection is 100% guaranteed that you're not going to get pregnant. So everything has got its risks, and pull out method is not advised at all. It's like the worst contraceptive ever. It's not even classed as a contraceptive. It's just, yeah. So I'm going to talk about pull out, and then I'm going to talk about using your cycle. I'm so glad I've got a drink. Okay, so pull out method is basically having sex without any contraceptive whatsoever and pulling your dick out before it gets to that time. The risks in this, obviously pre-cum has got little swimmers in it, and they can swim up there before you even realise that anything has come out and get into a woman's egg and fertilise it. Also, guys sometimes leave it to the last minute to pull out, and they don't realise some of it has already come out by the time they've pulled out, and then it's already happened in there, and it's like a danger game. It's very, very dangerous. Also, if you do pull out in time, there might be one that got out, one that escaped prison a bit too soon. So it's like Russian roulette. It's gonna happen eventually, I suppose. Just makes me laugh, I don't know why. So yeah, it's not effective, but if you're doing it right, which I'm talking about a cycle now, I'm gonna just go into the cycle bit. So get an app on your phone. I feel like I shouldn't really recommend this. This isn't really right, but it's better than nothing. This is better than nothing. So this is the next, there's nothing, no protection. Then there's the pull out and the cycles. So get an app on your phone. I have got it. It's something like period, if you put in like period calendar or ovulation calendar, something like that. And you can track when you have your period, when it stops, and then when you ovulate. Now I'm lucky, I know when I ovulate because I get pain. Oh, I'm so unlucky, it's unreal. But I get pains in my ovaries, it's different to period pains. So I know when I'm ovulating. But if you don't know, if you don't get the pains, because not everybody does, it tells you when you're more likely to be ovulating. While you're ovulating is the most fertile part, so it's best to avoid sex altogether in that period. Now, sperms live up to 7 days, so well, they can live up to 7 days if they're healthy. So the best time to have sex is either just before your period, on your period, or just after your period. Obviously do the pull-out method as well, but that is the safest time. So once you've ovulated and you're about to have a period, your egg's already descended and it's too late. I feel like a doctor. So yeah, that is the most, like the best time, but you still can get pregnant, there's still a chance. But if you are not wanting to do any contraceptive and you don't want to use a condom, then make sure your dates are right and make sure it's pulling out on time. I don't want to recommend this. This isn't a recommendation. It's not an easy route. But if, say, you're having problems with all the contraceptive, if you're maybe allergic to condoms, maybe something's going on in your body where it won't tolerate any contraceptive whatsoever, then that is your only option if you're trying not to get pregnant. You have to be knowing that you can still get pregnant, though. You have to know that it's not 100%. I say pull out, and the times is around 50%. 50% of protection. So it's better than nothing, but you know, there's always a chance. I think I've pretty much covered everything. I can't really tell you too much about the Femidom and the coil because I've never had them. All I know is you can put a Femidom in and take it out, I think. And the coil is doctor has to stick it in. But I don't want that. That's not for me. But if that sounds something that you don't, maybe you're crap at taking pills on time, maybe you're not very good at, like, if you've got a very hectic, busy lifestyle, maybe shifts are really weird, yeah, maybe that's an option, to have something inserted like the implant as well. You don't have to take any medication. It's all like done for you sort of thing. And the injection is 1 injection every 3 months in your backside, and it does not hurt. So it's really trial and error. I think I've covered everything. If you do have any questions, then please do comment them down below and I will jump to it. I always reply to everybody as quick as I can. If you have any suggestions on videos to do, then let me know. And also there is an email address available for anybody, pardon me, oops, anybody, excuse me, you piggy, that wants to talk to me privately. Maybe I can help you on a video, but I won't mention your name. Everything will be linked in the description. So I'm gonna go. Happy humping, be safe, love yourself, and enjoy your sex life, guys. I'm here if you need me. That's all I'm saying. So I'm going. Bye.